I'm David, and I'm actually out of town right now, but I brought 3 letters with me so that we didn't have to skip a fan mail Thursday. So, I apologize, these letters are kind of old, they're like 3 or 4 weeks old, but today I have something from Clayton, from Victor, and from Nico, so I will start them in that order. Also, this is a really quick video, I'm not going to do any editing, so I thought this was really cool. Clayton drew a Triforce on the back. And I also did not bring my letter opener, so I'm going to use a knife. And Clayton writes, "Hey Doc Jazz, it's Clayton again. I forgot to ask a few things in the last letter. Can you clean ocarinas with special tools so other people can play them? If so, please tell me where to get one. And also, where can I get the Sweetheart Ocarina? A lot of people want to know about the Sweetheart Ocarina. You don't really need any special tools to clean your ocarinas. The only thing that I saw recently that I really liked was people using alcohol pads. Like, you can buy them in bulk, like at a Costco or Sam's Club. And you can probably use a little bit of alcohol on glazed ocarinas, but I wouldn't recommend doing that on a non-glazed ocarina. Because you can get the alcohol soaked into the clay if it's not glazed. Any other tools? You could probably also... Some people don't recommend this, so I've seen mixed reviews about it, but you can stick a rolled up piece of newspaper into the windway if you're worried about something being stuck inside. But I'll put a link in the description of a write-up I did for Songbird Ocarinas about that. And about the Sweetheart Ocarina, you can get that from clays.com, but you have to email Sandy and Richard about it because they don't make very many. So you'd have to make a couple, and they'd have to make a couple and then sell them one at a time. Thank you for writing. This is from Victor, and Victor is from Evansburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a little scared I'm going to cut these letters. And Victor writes, "Dear David, I thought a TNG Pandora Alto C Ocarina, I bought one a couple months ago. I've been practicing ever since because of how good you are. It inspired me to work hard toward my goal as a musician. I really love music, and I wanted to find some ways I could get my music out on the internet or the public. I thought at first about trying to do public performances in my school band. This year I'm moving and I will be out of my school district, and they wouldn't allow me to participate with my ocarina. I have played trumpet for many years in old school districts, so I did have some music experience before playing the ocarina. My new school might allow for the instrument, but I'm still not sure. I then thought about your successful fun experiences of performances on your YouTube channel. Then said to myself, why not just do recordings to see what people on the internet think, so it will sharpen up my skills and get my music out there. I went through everything I would need to get. I then ran into a problem I think everybody does while making a home recording studio or a good quality microphone. I was looking at USB recording mics like the one Ocarina Diva uses, but I still wasn't sure. So I thought of the most inspirational person in music I know and asked him. Now here I'm writing a letter to him. I wanted to know your whole setup to the recordings and backtracks you do. I was looking for a pretty good high quality mic like the one you use. So I wanted to know what kind it was and get an idea for what mic I might get. I thank you, David, for taking your time to do all the work and open up letters like this and make your amazing videos that inspire me so much. Sincerely, Victor. P.S. You inspire me so much that you're the only one on my inspirational people list on my Facebook account." That's really cool. Thank you. So my recording setup. I have a list of everything I use on my channel. So if you go to docjazz4.com, youtube.com/docjazz4, and then on the right side of the channel, if you click show more, I think it shows you a complete list of everything that I use. But right now I'm using a Behringer 1622 mixer that has a analog output or XLR microphone output that goes into a digital converter, and that goes into my USB port in my computer. But they sell microphones that go directly into your USB, like the Samson CO2 USB, and that's a really good mic. I use the analog version of that, and I really like it. The only problem is if you use it in a wide open space, then the audio quality is going to suffer a little bit because it picks up everything. Like, it's extremely sensitive. So if you're going to get the Samson CO2 I recommend using it like in your closet or in a smaller room so that there's not so much echo and natural reverb that might mess up the recording. The Blue Snowball mic is no longer in production, but that was a really good one too. And I think they also make something called the Blue Yeti, and I've heard really good things about that microphone. But I'll put another link in the description of some other cool recommendations for ocarina recordings, and you can check those out there. So thank you for your very nice letter. And finally, we have one from Nico, and Nico is from New Jersey. I have a student from New Jersey. How are we doing on time? 5 minutes. Pretty good. Okay. Nico writes, everybody typed their letters today. That's like the first time it's happened. Okay. Dear David, my name is Nicholas Hidalgo, Nico for short. First off, I'd like to say greetings from the Jersey Shore. I pictured a Jersey accent when I read that, just so you know. I'm quite happy to see your success from the beginning to now. If I may say so, I wish to be like you, not famous, but very well known and spoken of. I really admire you. You're my ocarina hero. Smiley face. I'm an intermediate ocarina player, and I need tips on how to play like you. I've done performances in school and need advice. I want to join a youth orchestra, so I think you can help me with this. If you can, but you don't have to, help me to be a good ocarina player like you. Thank you for your time. Well, thank you for writing. And ocarina tips. Well, I'm actually doing a tutorial series on Doc Jazz 4 right now for reading sheet music, and then on the Songbird Ocarina channel too, I'm going to be posting some tutorials for beginners there as well. But in terms of tips right off the bat, I think I can think of maybe 4 or 5. Like, one is make sure that you're playing music that you really like. I think most people generally enjoy the instrument if they're playing pieces that they love. And eventually, once you want to improve your skill, you're going to have to pick pieces that you don't care too much for, but they'll grow on you. Try to pick pieces that meet you at where you're at skill level. It has to be a really nice balance of something that you like the sound of, and then something that you is going to challenge you to grow in your skills even more. So that's 1, and 2, I guess. Pieces that you like, and then pieces that will challenge you. And then listen to as much music as you possibly can, because the more music that you listen to, the more you're going to be influenced by it. And that goes beyond ocarina players. Like the famous ocarina player Milt from Japan, he listens to lots of jazz, and one of the jazz musicians he listens to is Milt Jackson, and he loved his music so much that he renamed himself after that jazz musician, Milt, just because of how inspired he was by him. And I know I've listened to lots of different types of musicians too that influences my playing style, so that's number 3, listen to as much music as you can. And then 4, with your ocarina, just keep on practicing. Like, don't get discouraged if you start to stumble a bit. Like, I've posted some videos, like, especially if you look at my ocarina guru video, like, every one of those takes is completely real. In fact, I probably cut out like half an hour of me trying to get it right, and it did not go very well. So don't be discouraged. Like, I would recommend that you break up your practice sessions, but don't stop altogether. Like, always be playing something, and you'll be way better than you were yesterday or last week or even last year. So I know this is really rushed and there's no editing, so thank you guys for sticking with me, and thank you Nico, Victor, and Clayton for your letters, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Have a good weekend.